Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the highly requested turban tutorial. For this tutorial you won't need any pins, you'll need just two scarves and a cap. You can wear earrings with it, you can adjust it to however you like it. The style is really simple. I did it without any mirrors. I literally just looked in the camera flip screen. It's such a simple style and it takes like 2 minutes in the morning. I filmed this tutorial already, so that should already be up by the time this video is up. So I'll have the link in the description box if you want to see how I created this makeup look. I'm actually gonna let you watch the turban tutorial now, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I always start with a cap on my head, and this is, I think it's like cotton or something, but just make sure it's not elasticy or really slippery like silky material, because those ones just slide off my head. And also I've like put my hair in a bun at like the center of my head, and then I've just tied the cap underneath near the nape of my neck. The way I usually put my cap on is like tie it, like put it around here, bring it around, tie it, like go over my ears as well, and then I just push it back. That way my hair doesn't like look messy at the front if it shows. So yeah, that's how I tie my cap, and I feel like that's a really important step. Make sure it's quite snug at the back, just so that way, like if it's too tight it can give you a headache, and if it's too loose it'll end up sliding off and just like ruining everything. And then the next thing I do is I take a normal scarf. This is just like one of those basic scarves that you get at Whitechapel or wherever, and they're see-through and they're really thin. And what I do is I use this as a underscarf, and this one doesn't show at all, so like you can use whatever colour you like, because it won't show. And the only reason I do this is because my bun is quite small. Like my hair's quite long, but when I put it up in a bun, it's like the bun is just tiny. So if you have thick hair, then you don't need to do this step, but I like to do it just to give my turban some shape. What I do is I fold it about that much, and then I just place it on my head. I leave about a centimetre or so gap to show my cap, and then I just follow the cap round. And you can place this on your head like half, so like there's half the scarf here and half here, or like less, it doesn't really matter at this point. And then what I do is I take the scarf round the back. So I'm just going to turn around so you can see this. So I've taken it back, and then I just swap the sides over, so I have the two sides crossed over. So the next step is to tie it around my bun, and this bit I do quite tight. If I'm doing my scarf, like if I'm wearing this as a normal scarf, I won't do it tight, but for my turban I like it really tight. So I'm literally just wrapping it around my bun, and I'm doing it with both of these sides, and I'm making sure to just put this around my bun and not like bring it forward. And the reason for that is that when you tie your turban around, you'll be bringing that fabric forward, so if you have too much fabric underneath, your head just looks huge. And then with the end bit I just tuck it in. So next, take the scarf that you want to show as your turban. When I do a turban now, I usually, most of the time, like 9 times out of 10, I'll be wearing a jersey scarf. That's just because I like the way it looks. I feel like it folds a lot nicer, and it's just like so much easier to work with than a normal scarf. But usually with a normal scarf I won't have to do the underscarf, so it just depends what you prefer. I fold this one as well, about that much, and I just place that on top of my head where my cap's like showing. So I have about a third of the material on this side and then the rest of it on this side. I do the same thing as before. I take it around the back of my head. I usually like this bit to look really round, so I have to stretch it quite a bit. I just round it at the top, and then I take it round the back and then cross them over again. So now at this point I take the smaller side, and this goes around my bun as well. And then when I've brought it round, what I usually do is tuck this bit underneath this. That way it just stays secure. So this is the longer side. I've just tucked the smaller side in, and then I'll be bringing this side round. We have our bun sorted out. Now with the longer side, I just sort of like straighten it out from here, so it's not too like lumpy. Okay, so with this side, I bring this round the top of my head. Just flip it over. And then this, usually it just forms its natural folds. If it doesn't, then I make them myself. So just sort of like make as many or as little as you like. And then this longer fabric, I concentrate most of this on like the top of my head and not really around my bun. With this bit, I make sure to kind of like pull it, not too much, and then bring it round. So I'll turn around again. So I've just brought it round. With this, I usually just tuck it in on itself. So just tucking it in. And then I can just sort of like feel if it looks right or not. Like this bit feels a little bit like floppy. So I'm just like gonna tighten it and pull it in and tuck it in on itself. And then just sort of like feel for any lumps that don't feel like not right. That's basically most of it. The rest is just sort of like tweaking it. I like bring my ears out because I usually wear earrings with a turban. And then that's all I do for my turban. It's really quick, it's really simple, you don't need any pins, and I feel like it just looks elegant, if I do say so myself. So if you guys liked this video, make sure to thumbs up. I don't really have a lot of hijab styles. I know quite a lot of you have requested for me to film more hijab or turban tutorials, but this and the other ones that I've already filmed are the only three styles that I do. I will keep you posted if there are any new ones that I try out and I like. But for now, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and Snapchat. They're both at anam.ahmed. So yeah guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye!